My name is Doug Gore, and I'm the proud father of 3 awesome kids that we call small, medium, and large. Sam is 19, Satchel's 14, and Jonah, the little one, is 7.
Jonah hero worships his big brothers, and his big brothers are amazing with him.
My favorite food is pizza.
I think Jonah in general is just like the sweetest thing in the world.
He really likes taking dialogue from movies and redoing it, and it's super funny. I think at the moment it's Jurassic World.
Movie? Jurassic World.
Yeah, he loves dinosaurs.
Tyrannosaurus is one of the biggest meat-eating dinosaurs ever.
We started to see some signs with Jonah when he was as little as 2. Repetitive drawing, walking back and forth. He was becoming increasingly rigid in his routines.
And he was diagnosed on the spectrum, autism spectrum disorder, which was an emotional load.
Or when you're sitting in the room with a psychologist and the word comes out, there's a moment where you really wish that wasn't it. But at the same time, it was a huge relief because we realized that he had a diagnosis. The first place that we started, of course, was with his brothers.
I find the biggest challenge is definitely his social skills. He's not very good at talking to other people.
To me, that means supporting him and making sure that he is understood by others and figuring out what he wants, back him up if he's being picked on at school.
Quite often, kids with any kind of difference are excluded or segregated. Since the day Jonah was diagnosed, my single purpose for him has been independence. I think the opportunity to go away for camp, the older boys had it and done it. It was super important for us that he was able to go and experience what his older brothers had.
It's going to teach him what we ultimately want, which is independence. We did an intake interview with a REACH program coordinator, which was far more thorough, I think, than any other program intake I have ever done. How does Jonah go to bed? Does Jonah eat? What does he eat? How does he eat? How does he get up? Like every single moment of his day.
We wanted it to be integrated, and that is an important part of their model. So that, along with the comfort of the one-to-one counseling and everything else that they provide, was huge. So once we discovered that through the research, we're in. Jonah was very excited about going to camp,
I was feeling very excited.
but had a high level of anxiety, I think, as well, too.
He told me first off that the food was a little funny.
For lunch, I had pierogies. It's a rock that I painted when I was at camp.
Paddle boarding and kayaking and just had a load of fun in the water.
I put some red, blue, orange, and green and red on it.
Having a counselor who could just be dedicated to him, work him through his challenges in activities, give him an opportunity to take a break and know that he was safe.
It made me feel super happy because I was with all my friends having a great time. I just wanted him to have a great time.
I did archery and slept on a bunk bed.
We were getting reports back when asked what his favorite part was. It was actually sleeping in the top bunk in the cabin, which was one of the things we were the most worried about, was he gonna sleep?
But at camp we played frisbee, we played volleyball. It was so much fun.
Well, inclusion at camp is very important because it's not just your experience, it's everybody's experience. So if you exclude people, sometimes it's just being left out of certain activities and stuff like that. But seeing these other kids help him and not exclude him is super cool.
Being integrated like that with his peers is the best possible outcome. He learned more in that camp than he is ever going to get from any therapy, any social group that he's in. There are all kinds of opportunities for kids like Jonah to be involved in a whole bunch of things, but quite often they're segregated. So groups like REACH, who use an integration model where any child, any person, is able to participate in whatever it is that they want to do with a greater cross-section of society, is what I think of as inclusion. That's what it looks like. The people at REACH made a profound difference for our child and our family.
They put in so much effort, not just for Jonah, for all these other kids to have great experiences at camp.
I'm thankful that they never gave up on him. They were patient with him.
You will never have a better partner in your system.
The real benefit is everybody wins. Although our focus is Jonah, any child of any ability wins. Kids that have no challenges win. The counselors win. The camps win. Everybody wins.
Next summer, can you whisper in my ear? I'm going to camp again.